Damn, I'm shocked. The just for the day is deep. Damn, and like I said, the just for the day was just deep because it talks about growing up. Okay, now how can I put this? When I came into the program, when I first came into this new way of living, I obviously thought I was already grown up. I thought that just the arrogance in me got the best. So I thought I knew it all. I thought I knew the way, and I didn't know shit. I had a lot of growing up to do. You know, and in the Just for the Day, it talks about that when our members celebrate their recovery anniversaries, like when people get like a year clean, 30 days clean, they go and speak, you know, in the NA meetings. Well, they often say that they've grown up in this new way of living, in this program. What the fuck does that mean? I've grown up. Being grown up isn't just by your name, by your age, by your responsibility. Just because you have a 9-to-5 job, just because you're 30, don't mean you've grown up. You'd be 30 years old with a 9-to-5 job and still be thinking like a little fucking kid. It's sad. It's unfortunate. How do I know? Because I have that problem myself. I battle with that problem myself. I'll be at work sometimes and I'll get thoughts of how I want to react to certain situations. And I don't do it. Thank God today that I have a better grip on my thoughts today and my actions that I have on them. And I check myself like, are you fucking serious? And I even question myself like, what the fuck were you thinking right now? What the fuck were you thinking? Like some little kid shit. That ain't no G shit. And I have to literally talk to myself like that. That's why I say self-talk is the best talk. I got to self-talk myself and talk to myself like that. To me, when I have a moment like that, to me, that shows me that I've grown up a bit, that I'm maturing a bit. I love the Just for the Day. It's deep. Let's get back into it. When we start to wonder if we've grown up yet, we check our lives, and yes, all the trappings of adulthood are there. The checkbook, the children, the job, the responsibility. On the inside, though, we often feel like children. I just said that. No matter where I'm at today, at work sometimes I gotta check myself because I feel like I'm getting ready to react like a little kid. Like, are you serious? You better check yourself. You're gonna lose your job, probably get locked up because you know this fool's gonna snitch, and it's a wrap. Back in the county jail on some dumb shit. Yeah, you got some growing up to do. We sometimes wonder whether we're really grown up at all, or whether we're children who've somehow been put into adult bodies and given responsibilities. Growth is not best measured by physical age or levels of responsibility. Our best measure of growth is our spiritual condition, the basis of our recovery. If we're still depending on people, places, and things to provide our inner satisfaction, like a child depends on its parent for everything, we do indeed have some growing up to do. You see why I say it's so important to make sure that you don't get involved in a relationship when you first come into this new way of living? You have to learn to build a relationship with yourself. Don't be dependent on anybody else to give you that love when you got to learn to give yourself that love first. It just said it right there. If we're still depending on people, places, and things to provide our inner satisfaction, like a child depends on its parent for everything, then we do indeed have some growing up to do. That was deep. That was deep. That was deep. I'm stuck right there. But if we stand secure on the foundation of our spiritual condition, considering its maintenance our most important responsibility, our maintenance is our most important responsibility, we can claim maturity. Upon that foundation, our opportunities for growth are limitless. Just for today, The measure of my maturity is the extent to which I take responsibility for the maintenance of my spiritual condition. Today, this will be my highest priority. The maintenance of my spiritual condition. That should be my highest priority. That's crazy. You know what's more nuts is that last night, I was laying there and I was having trouble sleeping last night, okay? And I was thinking to myself, it was weird. I was just thinking, and I was just laying there and I was thinking, and I was like, man, it's amazing how we're so distracted from real life with everything, with work, with TV, with the cell phones, with music, with just everything that's around us. We're always being distracted that we don't focus too much on ourselves. You know, I love what Mr. Watson said one day. Shout out Wes Watson. He said that we need to start learning how to invest in ourselves. Fuck investing in anybody else or anything else. Fuck making the next man happy. Make yourself happy first. But we don't focus on ourselves because we're being so distracted with other shit around us. The Just for Today was so fucking deep, man. That was one of the best Just for Todays I've read. I know the year just started. It's like the 8th one. But man, that Just for Today came deep, you know? I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys real quick, all before I let you guys go. And don't forget, drop a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And hit the like button, all right? Let's go ahead and get into it one more last time. January 8th, 2020. Growing up. Our spiritual condition is the basis for a successful recovery that offers unlimited growth. When our members celebrate their recovery anniversaries, they often say that they've grown up in NA. Well, then we think, what does that mean? We start to wonder if we've grown up yet. We check our lives, and yes, all the trappings of adulthood are there. The checkbook, the children, the job, the responsibilities. On the inside, though, we often felt like children. We're still confused by life. We're still confused by life much of the time. We don't always know how to act. We sometimes wonder whether we're really grown up at all, or whether we're children who've somehow been put into adult bodies and given adult responsibilities. Growth is not measured by physical age or levels of responsibility. Our best measure of growth is our spiritual condition, the basis of our recovery. If we're still depending on people, places, and things to provide our inner satisfaction, like a child depending on its parents for everything, we do indeed have some growing up to do. But if we stand secure on the foundation of our spiritual condition, considering its maintenance our most important responsibility, we can claim maturity. Upon that foundation, our opportunities for growth are limitless. Just for today, the measure of my maturity is the extent to which I take responsibility for the maintenance of my spiritual condition. Today, this will be my highest priority.